Gentlemen, let me hit you with a question. Have you ever been like, I don't know, scrolling through TikTok or X or, I don't know, Tinder to read the news, and you're trying to figure out, what does it mean to be a man in 2025? Without getting a headache or a crisis of identity or a certain urge to totally destroy your phone. Look, let me tell you, being a man in this digital age, it's like showing up to a house party and you get in and you hear the music and every song is somewhere on shuffle between Cardi B and Taylor Swift telling you how bad dudes are. And you know what? Everywhere you look, masculinity is being called toxic. You need to be vulnerable. But men don't cry. But you should cry though. You need to lift weights, but don't get too muscular because lifting weights is toxic. And you end up logging off and you're more confused than like a dude in skinny jeans showing up to a lumberjack competition. But today we're going to decode what's really going on because this digital chaos, it ain't random. It's a thing that's been going on for 50 years and it's been directing and shaping men that whole time. And it mostly ain't good. So let's break down TikTok, Tinder, X, trauma, testosterone, buckle up, because we're going to talk about all of it. So let's get at it. Hey, I'm Rob Johnson. I want to welcome you to the Legacy Gentleman channel. On this channel, every day we talk about the values, skills, and works that be admired and desired 1,000 years from now. And when you have that, you serve. You're a legacy gentleman. All right, guys, let's start talking about TikTok, AKA the app that I thought was banned, but it's still up and running, or a place where a 14-year-old can give you life advice and people actually listen, or you see billionaires who don't talk about being billionaires. They're actually just dancing in their bathrobes. And every dude with a thick jawline, that dude is instantly a high value man. Poof, overnight. TikTok is not just entertainment. It is the algorithmic version of crack. What it does is it rewards people on the extreme. If you're calm, if you're rational, if you're thoughtful, you ain't gonna get no views. But say something wild like, women owe you submission if you can lift heavy weights. Boom! That's gonna get 1,000 likes. But here's the thing, young men are being trained. They're not just being entertained by the stuff. TikTok doesn't just show the content, it shapes what we think about masculinity is and isn't. I'm talking the flashy cars, the zero empathy, the biceps bigger than their emotional intelligence. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should delete TikTok, even though it shouldn't be running in America. And yeah, I am on TikTok. But what I am saying is you should not let it disciple you because that app is not a mentor. It is a mirror of all of our worst urges. Think about that and move away from it. All right, now let's swipe into Tinder. I mean, literally, right? Swipe left, swipe right, ghost her, get ghosted, rinse and repeat until your self-esteem has left the building like Elvis in a rhinestone suit. Look, Tinder teaches something dangerous, that people are dispensable, that validation is a currency, and that love, it's about attraction, it's about convenience, not commitment, not character, not values. But guys, here's the worst part. That is gamified. Like you're not dating, you're finishing a dopamine hit with a photo from 2020 where you still had your abs, hope, tight skin, all that good stuff. It's not helping men become leaders. It's turning us into addicted, short-term, attention-having losers. Let me put it bluntly. You can't build a king's legacy when you're chasing peasant-level pleasures. That's period, homie. All right, guys, let's zoom out all the way out to the whole internet and social media. From YouTube shorts to Reddit rabbit holes, it's all a minefield for manhood. See, one day you're watching a motivational clip from Legacy Gentlemen, and the next 2 hours you're on conspiracy videos explaining why real men avoid sunscreen, eat guava, and the government has a mind control in your friggin' mouthwash. And look, masculinity online has 2 speeds. Super soft, just be nice, bake banana bread, and never assert yourself. And ultra hard, never trust women, lift heavy, cry, and you're weak. But my question is, hey, where's the nuance? Where's that healthy masculinity that knows to lead and listen? That protecting and providing is what we do. That doesn't need to scream, to dominate, or to dissolve into people-pleasing to be a good man. Yeah, that's the Legacy Gentleman movement here that we're building, and I thank you for being a part of it. You might be thinking, why is this happening? Why is masculinity either demonized or turned into a cartoon villain? Look, guys, they've been doing this before I was born. But it's really simple. A confused man is a controllable one. And if he does not know his role or your mission or your worth, then you'll follow anyone with a microphone, maybe a six-pack. Look, this is a thing that's been going on for decades. And that's why the digital world wants to make you doubt yourself. They want to keep you consuming and not conquering. But you know what? Proverbs 29, verse 18 says, where there is no vision, the people perish. Brother, if you don't have a vision for your life, then TikTok will give you one. And it won't lead you to greatness. It'll lead you to confusion. It'll lead you to compromise. It'll lead you to comfort addiction. So let's talk about what real masculinity is. And it's not about being louder. It's about being clearer. Clear on your purpose. Clear on your values. Clear on who you are when ain't nobody gonna clap for you. See, Jesus, he flipped tables and he washed feet. David slayed giants and he wrote poetry. Joseph led a nation and served as a prisoner. See, real men, we're multidimensional. Masculinity isn't about being the toughest dude in the gym or the smoothest guy on Instagram getting all the chicks. It's about having a spine when it counts. So yes, work out. That's really important. It's going to help you live longer. Build your brand. Yeah, that's going to help your reputation. But more importantly, build your soul. Start your day with discipline before you check your phone, check your spirit, read the word, pray. They even say taking a cold shower will help build you up. Next, find a masculine mentor. Online is fine, but in person is better. Real men do not grow in isolation. They grow in brotherhoods. Live like you're building something because every day you are. Habits, your choices, what you scroll, it all builds a life for you. And look, let's be real. Manhood cannot be taken from TikTok comments. That isn't real life. That's not a real place. So don't even worry about it. Gentlemen, the internet, it's loud. It is full of chaos and full of noise. Don't be like it. Be more of a legacy gentleman. Don't need more followers. We need more fortitude in ourselves. So drop a comment if this is something that resonates with you. I want to thank you for checking this out. And really, if there's someone else you think can learn from this, please share it with them. So gentlemen, let's unplug from the chaos and plug into your calling. And until next time, go be legendary.